What's good? What's good? Welcome to the Epic Entertainment Critics. I am Antoine.
And I am still James.
And we're here to bring you an epic review. I'm about to say movie review, but we going to bring you an epic review on the Amazon Prime show, The Boys, Season 2, Episode 4. But before we do that, we got an intro. All right, we back. Okay, so this was a good ass episode, man. Episode 4, The Boys Season 2 debuted last week. They released 3 episodes at once. Nice of them.
Yeah.
And then they went on ahead, dropped this second episode. I'm sorry, the 4th episode. And there's more going on. The story's moving along. I really like that. And the first 3 episodes I liked, but I wasn't feeling like it wasn't good. It was still good, but it wasn't as good as the first season, but it was still good. This is bringing me back to my feelings I had in the first season.
Because I think one of the things that got me is the first 3 episodes don't feel as punchy as the first couple episodes from the first season. So after watching that first season, you come in the second season, it's like, all right, I'm ready for y'all to throw me in the deep end. What you got? And the first 3 episodes just feel like.
But they did give us a lot of punchy, as you say, like gore, and they. But story-wise, I think all the good stuff that I was waiting on is happening in this episode.
Yeah. So that's the thing. Is like they gave you the kind of set pieces that they had gotten us used to, but like the story was just like, okay, business as usual.
Yeah.
Let's get y'all caught up.
Yeah, and it's it's always centered around your boy, man. Your boy Homelander.
Yeah.
Played by Anthony Starr. That's not what I pressed. Anyway, your boy Homelander played by Anthony Starr. Now we know they left off on the last episode. I hate when this stuff never want to act right when I need it to. Anyway, sorry. Anywho, your boy Homelander, Anthony Starr, played by Homelander, played by Anthony Starr. I'm sorry, I'm a little distracted. Homelander, played by Anthony Starr. It's starting to be more what's going on. Well, a lot of stuff going on. They left off with him and Stormfront had kind of a stir off. Yeah. Or he just started noticing Stormfront is still in my thunder. No pun intended. But yeah, she seems like she's getting a lot of press and people, and they said, I don't know if I got, because I tried to save the pictures, but they coming in so small that it's like, man, it look like crap. But see if I could just make it bigger. Anyway, they had a where's it at? They did the memes. Yeah. So they did memes of like he was going around looking at memes and shit this stuff bothers him. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Which is like you kind of wonder like come on, man, you're a superhero, why you stuff? But as we know, he's very unstable. Yeah. He's very emotionally unstable.
Because like he's a power tripping narcissist with a fragile ego.
Yeah.
So anytime everything doesn't go exactly the way he says, all of a sudden everyone's trying to undermine me.
But you know what? It's kind of crazy. People kind of do treat him like a child almost because they keep on lying to him. Yeah. And he's getting, and that's the part where you kind of feel where he's coming from, even though he's a psychopath. But everybody lies to him.
True.
And one, because they're scared of what he can do, but also it's just like, you see it later in the episode with Maeve is lying. Yeah. Starlight is lying. The company's lying. Everybody got something they telling, and when he figures stuff out slowly, that's their ass. Yeah. And we, as the audience, looking like, oh shit, when he find out, you know what I'm saying?
I mean, at least Black Noir is safe.
Right, we think.
Hey, yeah, but there's this I think it's really effective what they do in this series is they let you know that everyone has like sufficient reason to think that lying to him is the best course of action. Like with Maeve, you know, like we saw in I think that was episode 3. She was telling her girlfriend, "Well, no, this one guy flirted with me for a little while, and they found him
They found his head and his body in different places.
different places." And I was like, and then like Homelander will look at that and say, well, "Do you think I'm a violent person? Come on now."
Right. He got a way of threatening you without threatening you.
Yeah,
And then he'll kind of talk to you, then he'll look like this.
yeah.
And then you be like, oh, just calm down. I know you can just burn me with just looking at me. And that's the thing. I think the powers that be kind of know how fragile and weak-minded he is. You know, that's why they kind of lie to him so much.
Like you see it, like all the Vault personnel we see him interact with throughout the course of the first season and these 4 episodes, their primary concern is handling him.
Yeah, I know.
You
So
know, not facilitating him, not asking him what he
Right.
wants. It's like, okay, we gotta keep Homelander, cool because he gonna go off the handle. So we gotta keep him calm. We gotta keep him happy.
right, and just because he's Superman, that he's a mentally unstable Superman.
Yeah,
But okay, we got the boys. It's a lot going on there too. That's why I really like this episode, man, because they kind of everybody's going to where their character arc is going. You know, everybody going to is like, okay, now we got back. Everybody got back introduced to who's who. Now everybody's going on their path or whatever. So we got I'm about to call him Stewie.
Huey.
And okay, see a little bit of Huey and Starlight. Okay, before we can talk about how we know Starlight is kind of like spying for the boys,
Right.
and Homelander been kind of suspecting her, but he wasn't sure. So when she didn't, he told her to kill somebody, and she didn't do it. She got kind of a good out on that. It's like, I'm not just gonna kill just because he said kill, but okay. Homelander is very threatening. We know he can kill you, but you kind of feel like, I can lie to him and, kind of keep him at bay. But when he walked in that elevator and he didn't have his gloves on.
Oh man, like, I love the way they've kind of set that up as like one of his tells now. When he come in without wearing his gloves, he's about to talk some real stuff.
You knew something was going to happen just the way he kind of like came in there. But okay, well he had his gloves on at first and he took them off.
No, like
because when he caught the elevator, I distinctly remember I saw a red hand.
But then when he
catch the elevator,
he take them off and he stick them in the rail.
Yeah, I know.
It's like, oh wait, why do you have to put your gloves down?
So we know that Starlight. What's her real name?
Annie.
Yeah, whatever. So we know that she got a relationship with Huey. Huey. I want to call him Stewie for some reason. And she been sneaking like messages or whatnot, and she put the what's name out there. She put the Compound V out in the public or whatever. He knows so he kind of like having like I need to find out who's not with me and take them out or whatever.
Right.
He kind of on this little, kind of like on a mission almost to fix his problem or whatever. And he caught up with Starlight, and it was real threatening.
He offered to conduct a little bit of surgery on her abdomen,
Yeah, that was kind of scary though, because he put his hand in her like rib cage, and you knew he could just probably like rip out her spine or something.
Like he starts putting the pressure on. It's like, I know what those hands can do.
Yeah, I know, and that's the problem when he don't even have to do it. Like he don't have to be threatening because he's so strong, right?
Yeah. Like so, he's there. He's pissed. He's unstable. Oh damn.
So that scared Starlight a little bit. So now she's gonna see Huey, and they kind of spent the weekend together. And I was to this point where I was like, I wish they just hook up, man, because they kind of get on my nerve with this whole, oh, I like you, but I can't like you. Oh, I don't really like you. Stop, man. Shut up, man. Y'all just both hook up.
Right.
Because I love when Mother Milk said, like, look, man, when they start singing this shit, he's like, look, this ain't no sing-along, and this ain't no goddamn date. Shut the fuck up and just chill. Because they look like they were just on a weekend getaway or whatever.
Because, like, every time those two are around each other, they think that they in a rom-com.
Right. it's cool, but it's just the fact that they're like, okay, we know y'all gonna hook up, so just hook up.
Right.
I mean, god dang, y'all like each other, y'all down their besties already. Just hook up, forget it.
Yeah.
So they finally hooked up, thank God, and whatever. But let's talk about what set Homelander off, okay? Because Homelander went to a cabin, and I thought, oh, that's where he got his girl or whatever.
Yeah.
But we got a surprise guest appearance. Now, what's her name? Madeline Stillwell.
Yeah. And so, like, I was thinking, like, so is this like, was it a fake out? Was it a clone?
Yeah, I was thinking like, this ain't no dream, right? And they ain't got no damn, he ain't got no hologram projection. Like, this ain't Star Trek,
Yeah,
where you
like,
can.
Because he is crazy enough to hallucinate all this.
Yeah, but he ain't got no. No, it wasn't a hallucination.
Right.
It felt too real. So I was kind of first like, is this a dream, hallucination? So he go back and he's seeing his old, I guess you say love interest / mom, Madeline Stillwell.
Yeah. She was a lot of things to him.
Yeah, and they's like kind of making out. Nice, still got a nice rack. And they kind of like making out, and he drinking milk and drooling all over.
Yeah.
He like, oh yeah. So spoiler alert, we know she dead, because I was like, okay, she's dead, so that's not her. What's going on? Because he lasered her face.
Mm-hmm. Melted her from the neck up.
Well, how did you like the reveal that how they? Hey, this is kind of a spoiler, man. If anybody remember in the first season, it was a super, what they call them, soup.
Yeah.
It was a soup named Doppelganger that can change into other people, and they used him to set up a senator or something. I forgot about that scene when she turned the lights out, and he's like, "Oh, that feels different."
Yeah.
Anyway. Yeah,
that one.
She went from this to looking like an old fat white guy, a bald and
Like
fat white guy.
She became a schlubbier Ron Jeremy.
Yeah. Without his hair.
Like just. Ugh.
Yeah, I know. So basically, he's keeping a shapeshifter there to shape into his old romantic person. And then he lost it for a second and turned back to his old self. The way he reacts, he's like, turn back right now, turn back. Oh my God. I'll be out right there.
Yeah.
The minute he dropped the disguise and I'd like, okay, you get there, she looked like that, okay, you can be kind of caught into fantasy a little bit. And then the minute he dropped it, and he's like, oh shit, I can't hold it no more, and then turn back into, I'm like, no, don't touch me, get away from me. It was over right there.
I can't look at you when you're like this.
Ugh. It was funny though, the way they did that. I forgot all about that character.
Yeah.
He even said the name, he's like, Doppelganger, turn back to her right now.
Because like, the second he said the name, I flashed back to the scene from season 1.
Yeah.
But like, first off, how did so many of these soups have no self-respect?
Well, I mean, come on now. Homelander pretty much make people do what
I'm
he
just
want.
saying, like, it seemed from like the first season, Doppelganger got no problem doing some strange.
Yeah.
But then you got homie that Starlight blackmailed. He just out there letting people cut bits off of him for money.
Yeah.
Like,
I mean, that's just people.
I know, but like, it
that's
seems
the thing.
like
Soups ain't like comic books. They ain't got this sense
I'm
of
just saying,
justice.
like,
they just got
all have
superpowers.
really weird, mental states.
Yeah. I mean, think a person got superpowers. They most likely try to make money with it. Not
I get that.
Not
I get
fight
that.
for truth and justice.
I'm just saying, it's like, like every person I've seen on this show that has superpowers is emotionally and mentally unstable.
Yeah, I mean, I give you that. I mean, but that's what the show about, though, right?
True. Like, does Compound V just do that to you, or what?
Maybe. But no, that was funny, and he was kind of talking to her, and she kind of gave him the idea of taking out the trash, cut the weeds out.
Yeah.
Into now, I read some of the comics, and a lot of Stormfront personality went to him.
Yeah.
For as don't want nobody with a different ethnicity and somebody that's crippled. You know, like he got this old perfect Aryan
Yeah.
thing going on where he think, oh, you only, only good if you this, like me or whatever. And
I think one of the things they said they wanted to do with her, they wanted to update Stormfront to fit a different demographic.
yeah,
So like she still has some of the same character defects as Stormfront
So-
from the comics.
right, exactly.
But you have all that
but see,
millennial
that
stuff.
came that they revealed that slowly in this
Yeah.
episode.
Yeah, so they dumped a bunch of that millennial stuff on top of it, but all that
Right,
is
that's
still
just
there.
some bullshit she doing because she trying to get with the times. What she
Yeah.
tried to tell him, because he is kind of like an old school Captain America, like how Captain America did in the 40s, where
Yeah.
hey, help me sock old Adolf or
Yeah.
Hitler in the eye, all that bull crap.
Buy
So-
war bonds.
Yeah. So he kind of come to people like that, and she like, look, you got all these people from TV and all this. I reach these many people on the internet, and now I'm already, getting
like,
more.
One thing she said that I really clicked on was she's like, look, you've got millions of fans. What I've got is thousands of soldiers.
Yeah,
You know, I was like, and it kind of speaks to the kind of like the way the internet gets weaponized in real
exact.
life.
Where right, and she was like saying, you can get people to love you, but you can get only this many people to start some controversy about you, and you be more popular from the controversy
Yeah.
than you is just for doing all that lovey-dovey shit
Right.
for 10 years. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's true. That's how the internet works. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Sometimes bad news is whatever, any news.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That you're putting your name out there. So she know how the game go, especially
True.
today, in today market or whatever. So
That story wins.
right. So they kind of give you a little bit of what Stormfront is kind of up to or whatever, and they give you a little bit of history. Should we talk about? Because I mean, it's like I don't want to say exactly what happened because I don't know if that's a direct spoiler. I feel like I'm not spoiling all the way, but they kind of give you more of Stormfront has an agenda and where she come from,
Right.
and that's make the story just a lot more interesting. Like I'm
Because
just
like, especially because like they don't feed it to you ahead of time.
yeah.
It's just someone went off to go find some information that was supposed to help them some kind of way,
Right, and they end up finding
and they end up
more.
yeah. And so it's like you get the reveal as they get the reveal. So now they're gonna find out such and such, right? It's
yeah,
like,
which
you-
makes them even more of a target.
yeah.
Kind of,
Yeah.
I get a little scared for them. More time go on the boys. The boys are kind of like investigating the Supes to get closer to them so they can find ways to beat them. And the more things they find out, the more dangerous it gets because they find out secrets
Yeah.
they shouldn't know.
It's actually really interesting because they're getting more hell from finding out secrets than they did from killing a Supe.
Okay, and then so we got Butcher. Butcher kind of separated from the boys a little bit because he actually found his wife, and he's going after her. Now, as we know, she is pretty much being held captive by Homelander because she got his son
Yeah.
at the little compound, and he find her, and then he's basically gonna try to sneak her out of there. I don't know if I should reveal the aftermath of that, but it don't go like Billy
It
wanted.
does not go as planned.
And so I feel like they gave him a separate path from the boys, but he's gonna end up back
Yeah.
with them.
Also,
They're gonna align with
the way they chose to-
all want.
Yeah, the way they chose to do this episode, like everyone has their own path to follow in this episode.
Mhm.
And so you get these great character moments from everybody. So like you get to find a little bit more about Mother's Milk and why he's doing what he's doing.
Yeah.
You find out what Frenchie's motivation is and how much of a toll it takes on him.
Yeah.
And then you get to see Butcher actually being a human being. You know?
Yeah. Yeah, and what's her name? Komiko? Is that her name?
Kimiko.
Kimiko got a character arc where actually, that was her brother that Stormfront killed, the super
Yeah.
terrorist. And now now she's really bent on revenge against Stormfront, which I was like feeling like, okay, I like that character arc, but as Frenchie said, you ain't no match for her.
Right.
I feel like right there because they had a she was doing like a pep rally or something, which she loves playing to the crowd. They had her, attend this rally and looked like she was going to attack her. It's funny they was watching a Taxi Driver too.
Yeah, I did peep that. One thing I think is really interesting about the way they frame things in The Boys, specifically the power dynamics. Like, thinking about Kimiko, it's easy to think of her as like, hey, it's fine, we got a soup too, cool. And then it's like, she ain't on the same
is
level.
she just super strong?
She's super strong. She heals fast. She's got some limited durability.
Yeah.
She's basically X-23 without the claws.
Okay, so yeah, she's good, but Stormfront, like, when I saw her fight, because we didn't see her fight, she was always talking stuff, but
Yeah.
I'm like, whoa, she's actually
She can
pretty
do some
powerful.
stuff. She can do some stuff.
And like, but then let's not forget how many people she killed trying to get that guy. How did they downplay that? I don't know how they did that.
They just put it all on her, on him,
on the terrorists.
on him, on the terrorists.
Yeah, but it was witnesses unless she killed them all.
Well,
Because if you notice, it was people screaming, and they didn't show what happened, but you heard her powers, and then they stopped screaming.
Yeah,
Like, she just literally
I'm
killed
sure
people.
She killed people. I'm sure she killed pretty much. Most
But then
of
you
them.
find out in this episode why those certain people she killed, like why she had way less respect for the people that was, you know what I'm saying?
Yep.
So and I'm being good by not spoiling, but and that was Stormfront that was Stormfront from the comics. That was
Yeah.
his personality.
Yeah.
So they got that part.
So
of
like
Stormfront
that was one
right.
thing they like. No, this is the character. This has to stay complete. However we end up utilizing it has to come through in this character.
Yeah.
And it comes through.
Yeah, and it makes you hate that character. The only thing I hate about, I know they got Kimiko, but the only thing I hate about the boys, like, they ain't got no powers. And if they run into the boys,
It's over.
Exactly. I'm like, damn, man, they have no way of fighting.
Because like we kind of see in like episode 3 where it's like, thank God so and so happened to be there because otherwise y'all would have been toast.
Yeah. So we could talk a little bit about A-Train, where we already knew A-Train had a heart condition.
Yeah.
After he got out of his coma. And I guess what's name could probably just hear it.
Yeah.
He can hear his heart beating a mile away from super hearing. And so he had him fired.
Yeah.
And it was so funny where they hit him up. They hit him up on their show. It's like, oh, you ain't got enough diversity in the VOT. They don't have enough diversity.
Yeah.
What are you talking about? We got A-Train. He's a black
guy.
guy. And we got Black Noir. I was
And he doesn't.
he dresses in black. We don't even know what he is.
Like, I love his line on Black Noir because it perfectly encapsulates how he views the issue.
Yeah, that's
we
true.
got Black Noir.
Horrible.
He doesn't identify as anything really, so we got them covered.
Yeah. Oh, or then out in Maeve.
Yeah.
Like, dude, and stuff like that made this episode so good because we didn't know. Did he know?
Right.
He basically told her, yeah, I know.
Like that. And the thing I love about that is that whole scene was for her. That
Yeah.
whole scene was just so that she would know he knows, and you better.
My question is, did he actually hurt her already? You know what I'm saying? So
I mean, because like
she should be immediately trying to find her.
because
but
we didn't get to see. We haven't seen old girl since the last episode. She hasn't
Yeah.
talked to her, so we don't know.
But I mean, Maeve was staying away from her. She
Yeah.
dumped her and she was staying away from her.
Yeah.
But I mean, at the cost of her relationship and her happiness, she wanted to keep her girlfriend alive, whatever. But he was like, "Yeah, we got a lesbian. Maeve right here is a lesbian."
Has a beautiful girlfriend. This is her name. This is where she works. This is where she lives.
See, that's one of those. You out some. They can't argue with you, right?
Right.
Especially right there.
Yeah. It's like no matter what all they can do is say, "Yeah, he's right." Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah, go along with it.
Yeah. Anything else comes back on them.
No, but they let A-Train go, and it was funny because I was like, okay, this is cool because he could join the boys. That's what I'm thinking.
Right.
He might do that, but they handled it like a celebrity. You're gonna get a reality show after this.
Yeah.
You're gonna-
Parades. Charity benefits.
Well, look, after what they said to him, and he's like, well, we got A-Train, so I'm thinking they gotta hire A-Train back
like
just because he's black.
because now you now you have
It's a diversity hire.
yeah. So now all you got is this. I guess he's white. The dude they replaced him.
Yeah,
with.
right, right. I was about to say they fired him and replaced with a white dude. That he gonna have to say no, dude, I can't. He can't hire that dude right now.
Right.
It's gonna make his image look real bad.
Yeah.
Especially after on TV he just said they got A-Train.
Yeah.
So
You know,
A-Train kind of got him with
like,
that.
They have one tentatively not non-white character now on the 7,
Who is that?
and that depends on what Black Noir looks like without his mask.
You can't count Black
You can't
Noir.
count
You don't know what
it.
he
So
is.
it's like, effectively, it's like we've got plenty of diversity.
Yeah. Black Noir. It don't get black as Black Noir. It's like, no, come
I
on.
mean, he's got black in his name.
But
Yeah.
no, that was just interesting to see what they're gonna do with that. The fact they fired him, and now they gotta hire him,
Yeah.
back to
They have to
save
at least,
face.
They have to at least come up with some excuse for why he's not working with the 7.
Right, but I mean that was what they was probably gonna do. But now they gotta hire him to save face. And the thing is, the company's gonna want to keep him, but Homelander wanted to get rid of him just because he had his power. He was
He can't run.
right because he can't run anymore. But I'm thinking like after what happened on TV, now he gotta hire him
Yeah.
back.
But like also because
But
like
is he gonna go back?
I don't know. But like also like I can't see him working with the boys because
Well, he all about money though.
I'm just saying he
If you convince him, it's in his best interest.
it's
he'll
not
do it.
him I'm worried about.
What is it?
Huey.
What do you mean, Huey? Oh, because he killed his girlfriend. I forgot about that.
He basically magic bulleted his girl.
That was an accident. He even apologized. Man, he ran right into him and said, "Don't I know you?" Hey, man, what else you want from me? I apologize.
One of these days he's gonna be in their hideout sleeping. Huey gonna do him just like they did. What's homeboy's name? The invisible dude.
And translucent.
Translucent. He gonna do him like translucent. Man, why do I feel funny? No reason. Click him.
But no, I was just wondering where this is gonna go. That's why I really like this episode. They set up a lot of good storylines that I really want to see play out, and you gotta watch the rest. But it wasn't in that much action in this episode,
No.
but it was such a good episode just because plot wise and drama wise how they set it up. Now, last but not least, I'll say Homelander. After he went back to after he talked to Stormfront, I guess she kind of made him get a little awakening about, I guess, needing people.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's what it was, kind of.
Well, because like that's the thing is like she's basically, she clapped back against his idea of what real power was.
Exactly.
Because he thought like, despite all of his strength, he has no power unless everyone loves him.
Yeah, I think she's trying to put in his head that you don't need them to love you. You can rule with fear.
Well, like
You know?
also the idea of you don't have to be the good guy. You just have to make someone else the bad guy.
Yeah.
So you can be
true.
as bad as you want to be, so long as you say, but you know who's really horrible is that dude over there.
So, after his talk with Stormfront kind of made him get some clarity. And he kind of went back to Madeline, and you think it's going to be like, she did the same thing, which I was like, Doppelganger, something should tell you to kind of change it up. Just because something was bothering him. And, she tried to touch me, like, don't touch me. You want some milk? Fuck no. And it was like, okay.
Then things got weird.
Really? And then he was like, all I need is me. So he took it upon himself to turn into him. And then
it almost worked for a hot second.
right, because it seemed like he was feeling that. He said, it ain't gay if it's yourself. See, that's how you get yourself killed. And not even by just Homelander. Anybody would be so sickened with that. If they had the power, they would snap your neck.
Yeah. Like, the fuck you talking about? What?
And just to give you an image. All up on him. Like, in a nightgown, in a teddy.
Yeah.
Like, oh. I would laser his face off if he did to me like that. If you turn into me and it gave me a sexual proposal, looking like me, I would laser your face off, dude. Ugh. Not saying that I don't like myself, but that's just a sick, weird. That's too weird.
Yeah.
You don't ever look like
There's so
me.
many layers to all of the wrong in that scene.
But
He ain't got time for all of it.
so I knew he's gonna kill him, and that's no spoiler. Come on now, you don't ever do that to no man. You know, I was just wondering, oh my God, how is he gonna kill him?
Yeah.
Is how gruesome is this gonna be? They went with kind of a safe little quick death, but I was like, dude, you making it so worse.
Yeah.
So, and all the stuff he was saying too.
Like he's so like he clearly can't read him at all.
I know. Stop it. Just I would have turned back to somebody safe and was like, look, if you don't want this no more, that's fine. Can I just leave? You know what I'm saying?
Like, or at least like do some customer service. What you need? Just
But that's what he thought he was doing, turned into what he wanted.
you know, like just
Which
like,
kind of, like you said, it kind of worked because you can see he's kind of into it for a minute,
'Cause, like,
and then
he
he
is
started
a-
realizing this
'cause,
is
like,
sick shit.
well, because like he's enough of a narcissist to be
Yeah.
into himself.
Yeah, that's true. That's
but
true.
what it was is he couldn't stand the idea of himself being subservient to anyone, including himself. That's what
Deep
turned his
shit.
stomach. You know? Like it wasn't until he started trying to worship him as him that
Yeah.
you saw the revulsion on his face.
Yeah, I feel like though, for real, a character like that, you would not. I mean, if you really trying to put together a team, that's just too valuable. Somebody that can turn to anybody. To me, I just said, you know, I'm just thinking of.
But see,
he
you're
too
also
emotional.
mentally stable.
Yeah, I know. I'd be like, even though this dude's sick, he's too valuable. You can use him for so much other missions and espionage and shit. Like,
Yeah.
what's better spy that can turn to anybody? You know what I'm saying? So, but you know, stuff like that. But that's kind of how they ended it. And you know what? So blew me. It didn't blow my mind, but it's like it was one of them endings where they didn't play no music.
Nothing. Yeah.
And it just make you think.
Yeah, like they just leave you with that
They
last
fade
shot.
to black, and then they just put the credits up with no. I think I could still hear the fire in the fireplace
that's all.
going.
That's all you could hear was the fire.
So,
But like that's even. I think that works even better. It's like because they give you the idea of you're still in the scene. You
Yeah.
can't see it, but you're still there, and there's nothing going on.
that's one of them. It's over, but I can't move.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
like they leave you paralyzed in the aftermath
Yeah.
of the shot.
By not give you no music, not give you nothing that can take you out of that
Yeah.
moment.
Like there's no extension of the scene, like with someone saying something or
Yeah.
anything like that. You don't even get the
You stuck in that room with
you don't
Homelander.
you don't even get a preview for the next episode. They just leave you with that fire crackling,
Yeah,
the-
it's powerful shit.
with the echoes of death. You know what I'm saying?
Powerful stuff, man.
Yeah.
Can't wait till the next episode. But yeah, that was a good ass episode. Like we said, it was a lot of setup, not much, really no action at all. But that's what makes it such a good show, where it's still good action and I still enjoyed it. You know,
Yeah.
I mean, it's no action and I still enjoyed it. So I can't wait to see what's gonna happen on episode 5. But we're gonna go ahead and wrap this up. Thanks for checking out the video. Subscribe to the channel. Please subscribe to the channel and hit the bell icon when you subscribe so it'll send you alerts anytime we post new videos.
And also, don't forget to hit the thumbs up if you like this video. If you like what we do here, helps us know that we're on the right track. And don't be shy to leave a comment down below. If you saw the episode, what did you think of it? How did some of these scenes hit you? Did it hit you like it hit us? Okay, that's what we want to know. So go ahead and hit us up, and we'll see y'all next time.
Right on. All right, we out of here. Peace.
Peace.